Yo, what's up guys, Goblin here, welcome to this new episode. In today's video, we're going to be watching the best players in Clash Royale face each other. I'm talking about Mohamed, two-time world champion, against Mugi, which is also a two-time world champion. This is going to be insane. See you guys soon with their matches. Okay, let's go guys, hopping into the first duel we're going to be watching in today's video. This is the in-game duel format, by the way, so they have to play with 3 decks and none of the decks can repeat the card. So for example, let's say Mohamed in this case plays with Miner, which is one of his favorite cards decks in general. He will not be able to play with Miner in the other remaining matches. I think this format is very well known by now, especially in competitive, but maybe for those who don't recognize the format, I just wanted to quickly explain it. So man, I'm super excited to watch these guys. These are for sure insane players. I mean, two-time world champion, both of them. There's only 2 players in the world who have a 2-time world champion finish, and they are facing each other right now. So this is going to be insane, guys. Grab your snack, grab something to drink if you're already eating. Hope you have a great meal, and let's see what they are going to be playing. So often in in-game duels, we are going to be seeing, I guess, more like modified type of decks, of course, since you cannot always repeat, for example, the lock. You cannot always repeat the same cards. You often see some type of decks which you might be like, yo, why is this deck using a Fire Spirit? Why is this deck using a specific card? But it's because of the competitive format. Okay, so Mohamed facing Mugi with a Bridge Spam type of deck, I think. Not sure, but this is looking like some kind of Bridge Spam deck with the Boss Bandit with, I know it's gonna be Giant. Yeah, definitely gonna be Giant for Mugi, and then Mohamed should have Mega Knight last card, I think, and maybe something else, like a big spell, maybe a Lightning or something. So yeah, it's also very nice to kind of see different decks being used in duels, because of course, if you would play, for example, a format where you could just repeat the cards, I feel like we're just gonna watch like the most overpowered cards in the meta, and everyone is just gonna spam like similar decks. Or what I like about in-game duels is that you actually need to switch it up. And by the way, this is practice. You can also see their clan name just to make sure that it's not like an official tournament. There's no money on the line or anything. Just wanted to kind of make sure that people don't think this is like a finals or a big tournament. I just saw them practicing. I was like, wait a second, this is an insane opportunity to make a great video for you guys watching the 2 best players in the world play. Some people could debate that Mugi at the moment is not the best, but I mean, as I said before, 2-time world champion, it definitely says something. Okay, so far Mohamed is dominating this match. He's doing some amazing plays defensively, countering the Boss Bandit very well. And even Inferno Dragon is insane, guys. I saw many people talking about the Inferno Dragon, saying that it's like bad, that they don't like it. In my opinion, Inferno Dragon evolution is insane, and look at that situation. It just gets so much value so quickly. Like, it's so hard to actually take care of the Inferno Dragon, especially if you don't have the best cards against it. And Mugi has the Evil Zap. It's not like he doesn't have a reset at all, and Mohamed is still getting so much value from the Inferno Dragons, and especially the Inferno Dragon in the last push he did. Got some crazy value right there. Okay, nice. Mohamed is doing such a good job at countering the Boss Bandit. Mugi, I feel like, is not really getting any value out of it. And look at this situation, guys. Giant last second to distract the Bandit. He is going to go with a Prince, but the Giant is already going to get DPS down quite a bit by the Inferno Dragon. He is going to go with his Mega Minion, Heal Spirit here as well. Are we going to see a Zap? There you go. Zap does come down, but still, it's not gonna do anything. Evil Mega Knight is still alive. Inferno Dragon evolution is back in cycle, and I think this might be Mohamed winning game number 1 right here. Let's see what he's gonna do. He goes in for another Mega Knight, guys. No way. Double Mega Knight, Inferno Dragon evolution. If Mugi defends this, he's the best player in the world, but it's just not possible. Mohamed is gonna secure the first win. See you guys soon with game number 1. Now it's like a small moment, small time, 10 seconds, where they get to pick their next deck. Let's see what they are gonna play. Okay guys, hopping into game number 2. So of course, you also do need to kind of think about the strategy. Let's say, just a basic example. Let's say a deck is played and he used arrows. Just an example. Then maybe if you have a deck with Firecracker, it could be a good option for game number 2. Like, often you can kind of, decide, base your pick on whatever deck is placed in game number 1. Okay, so once again, an Evil Zap deck, this time from Mohamed though, because of course, Mugi already used it in game number 1. It looks like he's gonna be using some kind of Evil Snowball deck. So if I would have to take a guess, Evil Snowball, 9 out of the 10 times is combined with the Goblin Duel. It's a very strong combination. Very popular as well. Mohamed is actually one of the players which kind of invented that combination. Like, I feel like he's the one who made it like really popular. Okay, interesting pressure here. Mugi is not back to Fire Spirit, is not back to the Snowball, so the bets is gonna get quite a lot of value, taking care of most of the guards, and a couple of bets also got a few hits. On the right side tower, and now it's Mohamed Light's time to play with the Boss Bandit. And then Mugi just has a pretty, I would say popular, pretty, standard Goblin Drill deck. Nowadays, many people use this type of deck, I guess with Fire Spirit, because in other deck, he's probably using the what's it called, the Ice Spirit. Okay, Goblin Demolisher, also a card we haven't really seen much in the last couple of metas, but right now with the recent buff, I feel like Goblin Demolisher is definitely gonna be a card which we are gonna see more often in the current meta. And then Mohamed Light is using a minor Goblin Curse deck. Man, I love watching in-game duels. I feel like it's just so fun to the point where you always see decks and cards which you normally wouldn't see. Like, when would we ever see Mohamed Light play this deck on ladder? I would say never. Like, it's very unique deck, and yeah, basically just made because of the in-game duel format. Okay, Mohamed Light is gonna cycle another Zep, making sure that the Fire Spirit of Mugi does not get a connection here. He did already cycle 2 Zeps, so I think the next Zep is gonna be the evolved one. And I wonder what Mugi's last card is. I think it's gonna be a poison. I could be wrong though. Could be something else as well, but I think the last card should be probably poison right here. Okay, so he switches lanes with the Goblin Joe. There you go, there's the poison, so I was indeed right. Good poison, gonna take care of the goblins. And the Goblin Joe is gonna get quite some damage here. Okay, Mugi looking pretty solid this matchup. I would say that the matchup is actually very good for Mugi. Don't want to say hard counter, because the Goblin Curse plus Zep in some situations could create a decent situation for him. But if you think about it, evil bets are not gonna get a lot of value because of the Fire Spirit, because of the Snowball. And then in general, I feel like his offensive pushes are also going to be quite hard to deal with. So let's see. Mohamed Light is going to get quite some damage right side though. Okay, Fireball. Or excuse me, not Fireball. Poison plus Goblin Drill. He's going to get a lot of damage right here. Mugi is once again in the damage lead. But Mohamed Light is also slowly but surely getting a little bit of chip damage. He does go for the Goblin Curse. He does go with the Zep as well. It's not really going to get much though. Like, guards are actually quite tanky and are not that easily, how do you say that, like killable, compared to, for example, goblins, skeletons, bats, or something like that. So guards here should be fine against the Goblin Curse, actually. Okay, let's see though. Goblin Curse once again offensively gonna take care of the Goblin Hut very nicely. Evil Zep there as well. Beautiful Evil Zep. Valkyrie forced out from Mugi. And Mohamed Light is in the damage lead, guys. Imagine Mohamed Light wins this. That would be insane. I feel like it would be a really difficult matchup to win. But he's also doing a great job at pressuring and getting chip damage. He does need to be careful. Goblin Joe plus Poison just seems to be such a powerful combination from Mugi. But Bomber putting in great work right there. And Mohamed Light is looking to also take game number 2 right here, guys. By the way, first player to win 2 matches wins the duel. It's a best of 3 format. Okay, so what is gonna happen here though? What is okay, Mohamed Light goes for goblins, probably Tesla up high to try and take care of the Demolisher. There you go. Demolisher is not gonna splash damage, and beautiful timing with the bombers. Man, Mohamed Light is doing a crazy job with the evil, or not with the evil bombers, with the bomber timings. On the Goblin Joe, bats plus minor towards the right side. He is gonna zap. Is that gonna create some goblins? No, it's not even gonna create a single goblin right there. Boss Bandit to dash on top of the Goblin Joe. Beautiful Evil Snowball, and that's gonna be so much damage, guys. Man, Evil Snowball with the Goblin Joe is a crazy combination. He's gonna bring down the tower to 745 HP. Mohamed Light's turn to go in, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be on time, guys. Goblin Curse on the left side though. Look at the Boss Bandit left side. Valkyrie is gonna be forced out. He doesn't have anything against the Evil Bats right now, I think. Does he have the Snowball? I don't think so. He's forced to go with a Demolisher on defense. Beautiful Goblin Demolisher right there to take care of the Evil Bats. He's gonna go with a Goblin Joe. He's gonna have to poison here as well. Who's gonna take it though? Oh my god, this is so close, guys. But I think Mugi got it. Yeah, Mugi is gonna secure the victory. Poison just overall does way more damage than the Zep plus Goblin Curse combination. 1-1 in the duel. See you guys soon with the decider. Okay guys, hopping into match number 3. I'm very curious to see what both of these players are gonna play, but I believe both of them have cycle decks open. Looks like Mohamed Light, I would say with Ice Spirit here, definitely gonna be a cycle deck. There you go, he cycles skeletons. He's gonna cycle Log. I wonder what cycle deck is it? Could maybe be like a Hawk Rider deck with Firecracker. Could be potentially Piggies. He also loves Piggies with the Archer Queen. And then Mugi seems to be running, I'm not sure what this is gonna be with Barbell and Goblins. It's gonna be interesting. Ooh, Fisherman. Probably gonna be Royal Giant right here. Beautiful timing, Electro Spirit. Man, those kind of interactions always make the difference between good and great players. Like a good player there would have activated the King Tower with the Fisherman, but probably would have taken a connection. And a great player like Mugi timed the Electro Spirit perfectly, and the Hawk Rider doesn't even get a single hit right here. So let's see what both guys are running. So yeah, on top, Mugi definitely gonna be Royal Giant. Probably last two cards gonna be like Hunter Evolution. There's the Hunter. And maybe what, like a Monk? And then Mohamed Light's last card could be a Mighty Miner, could be a Boss Bandit, could be... Nah, Boss Bandit couldn't be because he already used it, right? Yeah, I think it should be Mighty Miner or maybe Golden Knight. Some people also use Golden Knight in there. So I think last card for Mohamed, either Mighty Miner or Golden Knight. And last card for Mugi, probably gonna be a Monk right here. There you go, there's the Monk. And then I wonder what his Mighty Miner... Okay, perfect, guys. So, wow, this is gonna be an interesting one. I feel like on paper, the Goblin Hut is gonna get a lot of value because there's no lock. But then the Monk is insane. Like, Monk can actually reflect Spear Goblins, it can reflect the Firecracker. It can get a lot of value in general. I feel like the Monk is gonna be one of those cards which Mohamed Light needs to be very careful against. But then once again, he does have a really quick cycle, so he should be fine, like not giving too much value. Okay, beautiful Mighty Miner playing here with the Hawk Rider. He's also gonna go with a lock offensively. Hawk Rider is not gonna get a connection. Beautiful last second Electro Spirit from Mugi, preventing the Hawk Rider from getting a connection. Firecracker is actually gonna get fished away, and let's see how he's gonna defend the Evolved Royal Giant right here. Okay, Goblin Hut plus Evil Ice Spirit plus Mighty Miner. I feel like that's already more than enough to defend the Royal Giant. Beautiful defense right there from Mohamed Light. And if he continues like this, I feel like he might secure the victory right here, guys. I mean, he's just doing such a good job at getting chip damage. He is gonna go with the Evil Firecracker. Beautiful Evil Firecracker, even though the Monk is gonna pop his ability. I feel like it's just a little bit too late because the Firecracker already gets a shot, gets the tower damage, and also most importantly, damages the troops. In this case, the Hunter and the Monk were very, low on HP. Okay, Fireball plus Barbell. Mugi is trying his best to break through Mohamed Light's defense, but it's just so solid, so strong from Mohamed Light. Defensive-wise, offensively, he's also getting a lot of value. Once again, going with the lock prediction. I guess he was predicting some Goblins, but in this case, Fisherman is gonna defend the Hawk Rider, but the Hawk Rider still gets a connection. And slowly but surely, Mohamed Light is getting way ahead of Mugi in this matchup right now. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting push though. Monk, Fisherman plus Hunter. Once again, a Hawk Rider at the bridge, this time without a lock prediction. Okay, this is looking kind of scary though. Let's see what is Mugi gonna do here. Is he gonna go RG at 6 Elixir? I think he might. Okay, Hunter is not gonna get a connection. Man, Mohamed Light is just different, boys. Like, I feel like he's just so good. Like, defensively, he barely makes a single mistake. And look at that. Mugi seems to be angry. Mugi actually sending the angry emote. And I don't think I've ever seen Mugi send an emote, to be honest. So, yeah, having Mugi angry is definitely impressive from Mohamed Light right here. He is gonna go with Electro Spirit. He's gonna go with Goblins to take care of the Evil Firecracker. But I didn't really see a way for Mugi to break through. Maybe in Triple Elixir, which we are hopping into right now as I'm speaking, we might see Mugi be able to break through Mohamed Light's defense, but I don't know. Let's see what happens here. This is Triple Elixir right now, guys. Okay, Hawk Rider played offensively. We might see an Earthquake here being cycled defensively, or what is he gonna do? Okay, Evil Ice Spirit, another Goblin Hut right here. Lock is gonna knock back everything. Skeletons to distract the Hunter as well. Royal Giant might get a shot, guys. Oh my god, that was really close actually. Wait, Mugi is low-key making a comeback right now. 30 seconds left in the match. Hawk Rider is not gonna get a connection. Earthquake is being cycled right now, taking care of the Goblins, also getting some tower damage, and this is looking scary, guys. 20 seconds left. Wait, Firecracker is gonna go down. I think Mugi might got it, guys. I think Mugi might win right here. Unless Mohamed Light pulls off like the best defense I've ever seen. And I think he might be doing it, guys. Oh my god, 8 seconds, 7 seconds left. Royal Giant is not gonna, I think, break through on time. Let's see though. Wow, insane defense from Mohamed Light, even in Triple Elixir. Holding strong, double Hunter, Fisherman, Monk, Royal Giant. I wouldn't have defended that. You wouldn't have defended that. I'm not sure if they're gonna play another duel. I'm gonna wait a little bit and see if they're gonna play another duel, because I want to see more of these two guys. Okay guys, starting duel number 2. Mohamed Light is gonna win the first duel we watched right there. 2-in-1. Beautiful games. I wonder if Mugi is gonna be able to make a comeback and win the second duel we're gonna watching here. But that was some crazy gameplay. Like, I'm super excited to watch this new duel. And of course, many times people are gonna switch up their decks. Often they are not gonna play the same exact decks in the same deck duel combination. So looks like Mohamed Light did indeed switch it up. He's gonna be using Royal Hawks with the Firecracker evolution, Ice Spirit evolution, Berserker, and it looks like Mugi is using, which I would say is gonna be a graveyard deck right here. I'm pretty sure last 3 cards should be Spear Goblins. He should have the Poison and he should have the Graveyard as a win condition. And then Mohamed Light, I think, has the Goblin Hut as well and a Lightning in there. Both of them being pretty popular, pretty strong meta decks last meta. And seems that in the current meta, after the balance changes, they are still using these decks. So yeah, definitely gonna be an interesting matchup. I feel like Evil Witch is not gonna get that much value if Mohamed Light's spell is indeed the Lightning. I'm 99% sure that it's gonna be Lightning. And there you go. Right as I say so, he is indeed gonna Lightning the left side tower. Lots of tower damage, even though the Lightning does do a little bit less tower damage right now. It still does a pretty good amount of damage, and the Royal Hawks connecting there as well. Getting a good amount of chip damage early on in game number 1 of Duel number 2. And by the way, this year there's gonna be 12 players being able to qualify to the World Finals. Let me know in the comment section below, who do you guys think is gonna make it for sure? I mean, Mohamed Light, I would say, is of course everyone's number 1 option, but do you guys have any other player which you would love to see? I'm gonna personally try it myself. It's not gonna be easy, but I would love to try and make it this year. I mean, I've been playing quite a bit. I've been very consistent, like doing videos, playing a lot in general. So I feel like my level overall is not the worst. But of course, it's not going to be easy when there's people like Mohamed Light, when there's people like Mugi and many other great players. So let's see what happens this year, guys. Anyways, let's focus on the game again because I'm talking way too much. And these guys are playing an incredible match right now. Okay, Evil Knight being cycled in the back. Both players cycling Goblin Hut. Firecracker here to try and snipe the Goblin Hut is gonna get poisoned away, but still, that's the good thing about Firecracker and many other cards. Even though they get spelled away, often they still get some type of value, you know? Okay, Lightning is gonna just take care of the Witch right away. Royal Hawks are gonna once again get a little bit of chip damage, and note how only 2 Royal Hawks with 1 HP made it to the tower there and still get a lot of chip damage. Like, Royal Hawks are low-key really good at getting chip damage if they make it to the tower. Okay, so Goblin Hut once again being cycled from Mohamed Light. Firecracker here up high. Evil Witch, I think, did outcycle the Lightning, but I'm not sure if he even needs it. Wait, can he take care of the Witch? Okay, he is gonna log it. It's still alive. It's gonna heal up. That's the bad thing about the Evil Witch sometimes. Okay, Evil Ice Spirit to try and take care, but looks like it is gonna go down. And man, Evil Witch is looking kind of scary right now, but Mohamed Light is gonna take care of it with the Berserker. Firecracker once again trying to snipe away the Goblin Hut. Probably gonna see a set of Royal Hawks right here. Is he gonna Lightning the right side tower, or is he gonna try and take care of it without using the Lightning? Looks like for now he's just gonna save up Elixir. Doesn't really want to overspend on offense right there. He is gonna go with the Ice Spirit right side. Evil Firecracker should be more than enough to clean up the right side lane. And man, Mohamed Light is playing this perfectly so far. Mugi is not that far behind. And he didn't even play his win condition yet, which is insane, guys. Beautiful Lightning is actually gonna hit the tower as well, so not the best witch position from Mugi if you ask me, because of course being able to hit the tower where you're going for and killing the Evil Witch is just way too much value given by Mugi. Evil Firecracker getting a lot of damage, and I just noticed that Mohamed Light is able to outcycle Mugi so easy. Like, do you guys notice how Mugi plays a poison and Mohamed already has the next Firecracker cycled on the field, getting a lot of value? Beautiful Lightning taking care of both the Goblin Hut and the Witch right here, and this is looking like a very good game for Mohamed Light. And Mugi didn't even play his win condition, guys. His last card should be Graveyard. What? Did he forget his win condition, or what is happening right now? I mean, I'm sure that he has it. I'm just so confused. And there you go. There's the Graveyard. How is Mohamed Light gonna defend this though? Okay, Skeleton's Lock is gonna take care of it. Firecracker once again being cycled. Berserker here trying to make sure he doesn't take too much damage. And look at the right side tower. Right side tower down to 991 HP. Goblin Hut being placed up high. Mohamed Light is quickly pressuring with Royal Hawks. These are really good Royal Hawks because they are gonna force out Elixir defensively. And Mugi doesn't have enough time to instantly poison. Graveyard is not gonna get too much damage. Lightning is being cycled offensively, but wait a second. This is actually gonna be close, guys. Mohamed Light needs to pull off a crazy defense right here. Oh my god, this is insane. Wait a second. Who's gonna win this? He does have a Lightning in cycle again. Which is gonna lock into the tower though. No way. I think, oh my god, Mugi actually got it. Witch, Spear Goblin, Skeleton. So many troops right there with 1 HP in the last couple of moments of game number 1 are gonna secure Mugi the victory. And he played that so patiently, guys. That was insane. See you guys soon with game number 2. Okay, guys, hopping into game number 2 of Duel number 2. Man, what a crazy match. I'm actually surprised that Mugi ended up winning right there. I was like, Mohamed Light has this under control. But that is actually the power of the Evil Witch, of the Graveyard. It just has such a random factor to the point where sometimes you don't really know how much damage it's gonna get. And it just got so much damage right there. Like, I don't think even Mohamed Light was expecting it to get so much damage right there. Okay, so hopping into game number 2, looks like Mugi this time is gonna be the one with the Psycho deck, looking to be Hawk Rider Psycho. Mohamed Light has an interesting deck right here. Electro Wizard, what is gonna be? And he also has a Mega Knight. Electro Wizard, Mega Knight, Evil Snowball. Is Mugi gonna activate the King Tower here? Oh my god, guys. Oh my god, Mohamed Light, why are you doing Mugi like that? I mean, I know that you just lost the last match, but why are you doing Mugi like that, Mohamed? Nah, even Mugi starts crying, guys. Like, if Mugi starts crying, you know that you just got outplayed. Like, that was an insane prediction snowball. On the skeletons, Mega Knight jumps on top of the tower right away. Hawk Rider here, plus an Earthquake. It's gonna get a lot of damage on the left side tower, I think. Yeah, cannon goes down. Hawk Rider gets 1, Hawk Rider gets 2. Tower down to 491 HP. And looks like Mohamed Light wasn't that happy about the first loss, because in game number 2, he came angry, guys. Like, man, that was scary. An angry Mohamed Light is not someone you want to face, because, wow, that was insane. Okay, let's see what happens, though, because Mugi could still make a comeback. Realistically, Mohamed Light seems to not have a great way of killing the firecrackers, so if Mugi is able to stack up those firecrackers, he might be able to somehow cook and somehow get something going, but it's definitely gonna be really hard for him to make a comeback right here. Okay, Boss Man had the ability to help kill the Mighty Miner. Firecracker is gonna be very annoying though. But Boss Man as well here, getting a lot of value, guys. Forcing the Evil Cannon. Once again, he's gonna pop the ability. He goes with the Hawk Rider. Mugi knows that he cannot defend. He's trying to go all in right here. He goes for the Hawk Rider. He goes for the Evil Firecracker. He goes for the Lock Prediction. But beautiful Evil Snowball plus Electro Wizard. Wow, that was insane defense from Mohamed. Goblin Gang was the last card from him. It looks like Mugi is just gonna straight up give up in game number 2 right here. Mohamed Light is gonna, how do you say that? Put the marker at 1-1. And we're gonna once again go into a game number 3, guys. Man, this is insane. Who do you guys do you think is gonna win? Mohamed once again, or Mugi this time is gonna secure the duel victory? I guess we'll find out in the next match. Okay, guys, final game of duel number 2. Mugi against Mohamed Light. Who do you think is gonna win? Let me quickly think about the decks both players used. So Mohamed used Mega Knight Hawk Rider, and he used Royal Hawks with the Firecracker. And then Mugi used Graveyard Witch plus Poison Barbell, and he also used the Hawk Rider Cycle. So I think both players have more of like a beatdown type of deck, but it looks like Mohamed still somehow has a Cycle deck. What? He just used pretty much back-to-back Cycle type of decks, and he once again is using a Cycle deck right here. He has Fire Spirit, Dark Prince, Goblins, Little Prince. Little Prince is definitely one of his favorite cards. I recently uploaded a video on Mohamed Light's main deck, which is now even better in Clash Royale because the Little Prince did get buffed, guys. It looks like Mugi is actually using recruits. Wow, interesting. Okay, so pretty classic recruits from Mugi seems like, because he has Zappies, he has Flying Machine. I assume that he's gonna have like Royal Hawks, maybe a Golden Knight. Golden Knight is definitely a card which we have been seeing quite often in these type of recruits decks. So let's see what he's gonna be running, guys. There you go. There's the Golden Knight, Evil Tesla, and Evil Zep from Mohamed. And then we already saw the Evils from Mugi as well, which is the Evil Goblin Cage and the Evil Recruit. So if Mohamed Light doesn't have a great spell to take care of the Flying Machine, I feel like Mugi might be able to get a lot of value and damage with the Flying Machine in general. But it's Mohamed Light. Like, I don't know how, but I have a feeling that Mohamed Light is somehow gonna cook so hard with the defenses in this match that we're all gonna be impressed. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to, feel about this matchup right now. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do. He does have a Dark Prince. He does have decent answers against, like, the spammy type of troop. Okay. Goblin Brawler is gonna get a lot of value though. Oh my god, I think Mohamed, Mohamed doesn't have anything right now. Against the left side tower push, left side tower is gonna take so much damage. And man, that was so unfortunate for Mohamed, where the Dark Prince didn't splash the Goblin Cage, and I think Mugi, with that early on damage, probably just has this win secured, guys. I think Mohamed Light knows it. Looks like Mohamed Light is actually gonna give up 1-1 in duels. I don't know if they're gonna play another duel, but that will be insane to watch like a final duel and see who is gonna win the next one. Mohamed Light, as you guys can see, is leaking elixir right now. So see you guys soon with the last duel, if they are gonna play another one. I'm hoping for them to play at least one more duel to then wait and see who's gonna win it. So last cards are arrows, and I think last card could be like probably barbell or maybe poison, or not poison, not fireball or barbell, and then Mohamed Light. I'm not sure what his last card was. So see you guys soon, hopefully with another duel. Okay guys, looks like Mohamed Light versus Mugi. Once again, last duel we're gonna be watching, and this is also gonna be the deciding duel. By the way, I just checked their Royale API. Mugi's last card in the recruit stack was Fireball, and Mohamed Light's last card was Rocket. Terrible matchup for Mohamed Light, of course. Having Rocket against the deck with Zeppi's Flying Machine was really difficult to deal with, pretty much impossible. And Mugi, great pick right there, honestly. Recruits. It's one of those decks which is always kind of no skill, almost, yeah, kind of toxic, but I feel like it's also really strong. So let's see what they're gonna be playing here in duel number 3. Mohamed Light looks like he's gonna be using pretty, yeah, typical Mohamed Light type of deck. Minor, seems to be Minor Little Prince actually. I made a video on this deck if it is gonna be, oh no, looks like it's not. Looks like it's gonna be Minor with Spear Goblins. Okay, so no champion from Mohamed Light right here. Looks like, at least. I think last card should be like what, Rocket and Cannon maybe. And what a beautiful Spear Goblins protection. Man, he protected those Spear Goblins like if they are, I don't know, like the most precious thing in the world. That was insane. Really nice defense and good pressure right here. Okay, Minor plus Spear Goblins is gonna force out Skeletons. Barbell from Mugi. Mugi's last card should be Ram Rider and Lightning. And then Mohamed Light last 2 cards, I think it's gonna be Rocket and probably Cannon. I have seen some people use it with Tesla as well. Since he didn't use any Evo, it could honestly be Evo Cannon or Evo Tesla. And then I think he has a Rocket as well. Okay, so Boss Bandit being cycled, it's gonna be Evo Tesla. Okay, so Evo Tesla and I think Rocket last cards, and then Lightning plus a Ram Rider from Mugi right here. Okay, interesting. He already used the ability. Skeletons right here, plus a Knight to distract the Bandit. Perfect lock right there as well. He is gonna go with the Evil Snowball, but I don't think he's gonna get much out of it. Looks like Mohamed Light is already able to cycle back to another Tesla. Beautiful defense from Mohamed, and I feel like especially in single elixir, this is a matchup you need to be very careful about. And look at Mohamed, his towers. I mean, he didn't took a single HP yet in this match, so I think that's a perfect single elixir from Mohamed. It's not like he got a lot of damage, but I feel like just the fact like that he defended without taking any damage is already very good for him. So Rocket is gonna take care of the Bandit. That's quite some elixir invested, but I think Mohamed Light can afford it, knowing how strong of a defense he has actually. Okay, is that gonna get a hit? Looks like he wasn't sure either. He's gonna go with a last second lock, making sure that it doesn't get a connection, and so far looking very good for Mohamed, guys. Is he gonna try and go for a Lightning? I think those Skeletons were predicting a potential Lightning, making sure that if he did early Lightning, it was gonna miss, because the Tesla, if you guys notice, like in single elixir, or not in single, in the first interaction right there, it actually didn't even pop up yet. So very nice play so far from Mohamed. I mean, it's his like signature deck. If Mohamed Light is insane at one deck, I mean, he's insane at multiple decks, but at one deck it has to be Minor Cycle. And then Mugi right here so far kind of struggling, being able to break through his defense at all. Like honestly, he hasn't really gotten any damage besides that one Lightning yet. Okay, so Evo Ice Spirit being cycled, Minor once again offensively. Probably gonna see some Skeletons to try and distract. There you go, beautiful Skeletons. Is gonna allow the Ice Spirit to lock on. Are we gonna see a Rocket defensively, or he doesn't need it? Okay, looks like he's not gonna Rocket defensively. He's actually gonna make sure to just DPS down the Boss Bandit with the Cycle cards. He's gonna distract the Executioner with the Spear Goblins there as well. And so far, perfect gameplay. Nice Skeleton prediction from Mugi. That's actually gonna not allow the Miner to get too much chip damage, but still really difficult situation for Mugi because he's not able to break through, guys. Like, it's so frustrating playing against someone, playing a matchup where you're not able to break through their defense at all. But wait a second, because maybe I've spoken too soon. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Okay, Boss Bandit is gonna pop the ability once again. Evo Ice Spirit, man, how many Evo Ice Spirits have we seen from Mohamed? I feel like he's already played like, what, 10 Evo Ice Spirits. He's cycling them like crazy. Okay, Tesla once again defensively. He is gonna go Ice Spirit prediction for the Executioner. No, that's crazy. What a beautiful prediction right there. Once again, another Tesla. Are we gonna see Skeletons? There you go. Skeletons are gonna distract the Boss Bandit. Ice Spirit here as well. Knight in the middle. He is gonna go for a Ram Rider, but I feel like he's just gonna once again have the Tesla and cycle. Evo Tesla probably last second. There you go. Evo Tesla is gonna take care of the Ram Rider. Evo Snowball is actually gonna activate the King Tower, I think. Wait, did he just... No, I was about to say, I think that was a misclick. by Mugi. For 1 second, I thought that he gave up, but looks like he's still playing. Looks like he's still trying. Miner plus Rocket is gonna get so much damage, and look at the HP difference, guys. Mohamed Light dominating the match right now. He is gonna go with a Tesla. He is gonna go with Skeletons once again. Evo, Ice Spirit, and Cycle. That was perfect gameplay. I don't think I've seen a single mistake from Mohamed. He's gonna secure game number 1. See you guys soon with game number 2. Okay, guys, hopping into game number 2. So Mohamed Light already used his main deck, his Cycle deck. Let's see what Mugi is gonna be playing here. He did use also quite a lot of important cards, important spells. He used the Boss Bandit, Barbell, Evo Snowball, Lightning, Executioner. I feel like he used quite some good answers and good spells in general in the current meta against some important cards. Like, for example, Evo Witch. If Mohamed Light has an Evo Witch deck, I feel like now would be a really good moment to play it because there's no Lightning, there's no Executioner. Looks like Mohamed Light is gonna be using Fisherman, which pretty much confirms us that it's gonna be Royal Giant, and looks like Mugi is gonna be playing with Hawk Rider. So Hawk Rider is definitely an popular card from both of these players. I feel like in every duel so far, or was it just Mugi using it? I'm not sure, but I feel like both of them were playing at some point Hawk Rider. So Recruits plus Hawk Rider is very interesting. I don't really think I've seen Recruits Hawk Rider besides that one spam deck, and I think it is gonna be the spam deck because he has a Goblin Gang, he has Ice Spirit. I wonder if it's gonna be the version with like Mighty Miner, Wall Breaker, Skeleton Barrel. Normally that deck doesn't run the Ice Spirit, but I guess he just uses the Ice Spirit here because it's a very strong card in general, and also nice to have a Cycle card in your deck. Okay, so let's see what the last 3 cards are gonna be for Mugi. He has a Suspicious Bush as well, which is interesting because also not really a card you see often, besides maybe in lockbait decks, but this Hawk Rider deck is very curious to see this, to be honest. Okay, beautiful Electro Spirit to distract the goblins from the Suspicious Bush. Monk at the bridge here to probably reflect the Firecracker soon. Let's see what happens. Okay, there you go. He's gonna reflect. It is gonna activate the King Tower though, but considering that Mohamed Light has Royal Giant, is it really gonna matter? I don't think so. Like, usually the Royal Giant never really makes it to the tower anyways. And look at the Demolisher, guys. That is the buff I've talked about recently in my videos. Demolisher right now is gonna be such a strong card because before that, with the Fireball plus Barbell, it was more than enough to take care of it. Oh, beautiful arrow prediction, but actually Mohamed Light, I think, was ready for it, guys. Was he ready for it? I'm not sure if that was a prediction or he actually got kind of lucky right there, but that was actually super good for Mohamed Light. He is gonna reflect the Firecracker Evolution Shot right there. Barbell to take care of the Suspicious Bush. Unfortunately for him, the Evil Bomber wasn't being tanked by, and so far Mugi is in a damage lead right now. What an interesting deck from Mugi, by the way. I don't think I've seen this version before. It is a deck which looks like a deck which I've seen before, but with Demolisher, with Ice Spirit, I haven't really seen this yet. So far Mugi doing a great job, and Mohamed playing this extremely patient. If you guys look at the card missing, it's his win condition. It's the Royal Giant, which he hasn't played a single time yet. And right as I say so, he is gonna go in for the Royal Giant right here. Okay, Fireball is able to get a lot of value right there. Hitting the tower, hitting the Demolisher, hitting the Firecracker. Royal Giant is getting so much damage, guys. Oh my god, left side tower is down to 1062 HP. Is the Fisherman able to pull the Hawk Rider though? I don't think so. Yeah, the Fisherman is gonna be distracted, guys. Hawk Rider getting so much damage. Recruit is on the tower as well. Firecracker got a little bit of chip damage. Left side Suspicious Bush is also getting so much damage. And Mugi, just like that, has both the towers at 580 HP, guys. 587 on the left, 585 on the right. Let's see what he's gonna do to try and win this matchup here. Okay, he is gonna go for a Hawk Rider. Probably gonna see a Fisherman. There you go, beautiful Fisherman from Mohamed Light. He needs to be careful with the Recruit though. What? The Hawk Rider didn't get pulled. Firecracker Evolution at the bridge is able to take care of the right side tower. What an interesting deck from Mugi. And once again, a game number 3, guys. We've watched 3 duels so far, and these guys, all 3 duels have gone to a game number 3. These are the decks which they played. Let's see what they're gonna use, guys. I think Mugi, looking at his decks, I think he might have like a Royal Giant deck with Lock. I'm not sure, but I think it could be an option. And then Mohamed Light, I'm not sure what he's gonna have open. I mean, he did just use Lock, and he also used, okay, looks like he actually has Wall Breakers. Fire Spirit Goblin Hut and an Evil Wall Breakers plus a Goblin Hut as well. Is it gonna be like Minor Poison? Or what is this with Wall Breakers and Goblin Hut? And the Mohamed Light has the Goblin Jill. Goblin Jill Evolution, which is interesting. Yeah, okay, Minor Poison from Mugi. and Mohamed Light is gonna be using Goblin Jill with Snowball. Okay, wow, interesting matchup here. Very interesting matchup here. Mugi does have the lock, which is a great card to have against the Goblin Jill. But then Mohamed Light has Fire Spirit and he has Snowball, which is also a great card to have against the deck from Mugi because Snowball is just so powerful against the bats, against the Spear Goblins. And I'm not sure what Mugi is missing, but okay, he has a Mighty Miner in this case against the Mighty Miner in some situations. If he doesn't expect it, an Evil Snowball knocking back everything can also allow the Goblin Jill to lock onto the tower and get a lot of damage. So beautiful defense so far from Mugi. He did take a little bit of chip damage, but that timing from the Mighty Miner ability was actually very good. And looks like he decides to poison the left side tower, so he wants to play in the same lane. That was interesting because if you note, before the poison, Mohamed Light right side tower was lower, but Mugi decided to play in the same lane here for game number 3. But looks like he's still gonna keep under pressure opposite lane as well though. I mean, that's always interesting to see these kind of interactions, these kind of decision makings from the pro players, because of course some matchups you need to play same lane, some matchups you need to play opposite lane. Those kind of things, that is something which a lot of pro players do think about, and maybe some more casual players don't even think about it once in a match. Okay, so it looks like he is gonna cycle Mighty Miner. Guards are of course not gonna get anything done. Goblin Hut being cycled from Mohamed Light. Goblin Hut I feel like isn't gonna get that much value in this matchup because most of the time it's just gonna get poisoned away. So Goblin Hut I feel like is not like the best card to have in this matchup, but let's see what happens, guys. Evil Goblin Jill plus poison here offensively. Is he gonna go with the Evil Snowball? Fire Spirit being cycled, Snowball. Beautiful Snowball. Oh my god, that's gonna be so much damage, guys. What a crazy offensive attack right there. Beautiful sequence. Evil Goblin Jill. Snowball wasn't even evolved, but it still got so much value right there. And this is looking really good for Mohamed Light. I think he might be able to secure the last match of this duel right here. Okay, Evil Snowball isn't really gonna allow the Goblin Jill to get a lot of value. Goblin Hut guards here on defense as well. Are we gonna see a Fire Spirit? Fire Spirit isn't even needed. Looks like the tower plus the Spear Goblins are able to take care of that. And man, this is looking very good for Mohamed. Unless he makes like a big mistake here defensively, I don't really see how Mugi is gonna break through, guys. He does need to be careful with the wall breakers. One of the wall breakers is able to get a connection, but still, damage-wise, this is looking really good for Mohamed, to be honest. Okay, he's gonna go with a Fire Spirit here. Fire Spirit is super good against the evil bats. Snowball offensively, and I think one of the goblins, no, none of the goblins, I was thinking that one of the goblins was gonna get a connection. None of the goblins do, and looks like he is gonna go for another Goblin Jill. Poison offensively as well. He does need to be careful though. Beautiful Fire Spirit timing, and man, the timings from Mohamed Light is just insane. He's gonna secure the victory here in game number 3. This was the last match of today's video. We watched these players play 3 duels. Mohamed Light won duel number 1, Mugi won duel number 3, and Mohamed Light is gonna be our final winner, winning duel number 3. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely a crazy format, really fun video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to smack the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you guys in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.